Authorities have not given up their search for answers and justice in a Wabash Valley cold case. Good evening and thanks for joining us. 36 years ago, someone killed a Sullivan County woman in her own home. Police have never found the killer, but they've also never stopped looking. News 10's Lacey Clifton spoke with Sullivan County Sheriff Clark Cottom about the murder investigation.
Sullivan County Sheriff Clark Cottom is doing all he can to keep a cold case murder spanning more than 3 decades from growing colder.
The anniversary of these deaths are a very painful time for the families. And if anything good can come out of that is we can also take that anniversary as an opportunity to refresh the public's memory and ask the public for help.
36 years ago, on the evening of January 2nd, 1981, 51-year-old Jeanette Benson had returned to her Farmersburg home from grocery shopping. That's where she was found, shot to death.
We have been able to establish that an intruder was inside of the home when she arrived. Mrs. Benson, not knowing that it was an intruder, thought that it was someone giving her husband a ride home.
But that wasn't the case. Cottom says a witness noticed an unfamiliar vehicle pull into the Bensons' drive. The driver exited the vehicle, knocked on the door, and returned to his vehicle. After that, the witness dismissed the situation and quit watching. That's when police believed the suspect broke into the home.
They described him as tall, thin, possibly in his 20s. We have to keep in mind now that this suspect, this individual, would likely be in his 50s. So we are asking the public to think back.
One of the key pieces of the investigation is the vehicle the suspect was driving.
We really feel like that car is a central part of this investigation. The neighbors kept a close eye on one another. They knew that that car did not fit there, and that was there just moments prior to Mrs. Benson's arrival.
Cottom says the car was a robin egg blue Plymouth Valiant. That's what witnesses recall seeing in the Benson's driveway. But the leads in this case don't end with that car. Let's
not forget that law enforcement has changed a great deal over the years, and we have technology that was not available in the 1980s. Through DNA analysis, touch DNA, there's a lot of evidence that could be tested, and we've requested those testings be done here as of late.
Cottom says through the suspect and car's description, DNA testing, and help from the public, he believes police can find some answers. But something he's hopeful for is a change in the suspect's heart.
We would want to remind the suspect that this case will not be forgot about, nor will any other homicide case be forgot about. It will never go away, and you need to do the right thing and come forward.
Which could bring some closure to this case of murder. In Sullivan County, with Chief Photojournalist Mike Latta, Lacey Clifton, News 10.
Cottom says, again, as a reminder, the suspect would likely be in his 50s now. If you know of any information related to Jeanette Benson's murder, you're asked to call the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office or Indiana State Police. We have their numbers on our website for you, WTHI-TV.com.